Us Riz for Regular News, along with Las Vegas Leo, catching up with Criztec El Flaco Bazaldua, 4-0 with 3 KOs. Talk to us about your upcoming fight. You just told me a little bit earlier today that you're fighting on May 11th on Rocky Hernandez's undercard.
Yes.
What's going on, Criztec?
So we just started camp around 2-3 weeks ago. I was always been active in the gym. I was initially supposed to fight here in April 6th in Diego Pacheco's card, but unfortunate events didn't let me fight in this card, so they moved me to May 11th. Took a little break, but back to the gym and ready to put on a show, another 6-round fight, and ready to put on another show. God willing, get another knockout.
Now, speaking on that, obviously, first question that everybody wants to know is, what weight class do you fight in?
I'll fight at 135. 135.
Okay. 135.
No one believes me, but I fight at 135. Everyone usually thinks I'll fight 140, 147, but yeah, I fight at 135.
I was just gonna say that, man. You're pretty soft for 135.
Yeah.
What is your actual height?
I am 6'1", 6'1" and a half, but the thing is, I'm still young. I'm still 18. I'm still 19 years old. My body starts to develop. Probably give or take 2 more years, I'll probably jump up to 140, 147, little by little. I want to take over each division little by little.
Now, obviously, 4-0. Was it 4 knockouts or?
3, he said 3, but it's actually 1 knockout.
One knockout. Okay. So far, only 1 knockout. But what type of style, like the fans, can they kind of get behind you to kind of understand how do you fight?
Well, I'm really great with my distance. I always get my timing right, and I'm just a fan favorite fan. To be honest, I don't think I've ever left the crowd disappointed. I'm always trying to come forward. I'm always trying to get the knockout. My first 2 fights should have been stopped. In my last fight, I should have got the stoppage, but I didn't press hard enough. But little by little, everything's going great, and I'm gonna get my manpower, and God willing, just gotta put more emphasis and get these knockouts too, because that's what promoters are mostly looking for too.
Being of Mexican descent, how exciting is it for you to be fighting in Mexico as often as you have?
No, it's amazing. I'm glad for Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, the whole team. They always put me in these Mexican cards, and it's always amazing because I always get to go back to my home roots and experience everything. I got to pass time there a bit too. It's really a blessing.
Speaking about Diego Pacheco, your childhood friend, what did you think of his performance tonight?
I thought he looked great tonight. A lot of people would think it was a subpar performance, but now his opponent was really tricky as well. He's always trying to hold on to him. Yeah, sure, there were some things Diego could have done better, but overall, he got the job done and on to the next.
Now, seeing that the main event is a tough fight, actually, Rocky versus Daniel Lugo, who we've seen against Mauricio Lara. What do you kind of expect in the main event on that card?
For the main event of that card, I was actually in the Daniel Lugo fight against Bronco Lara. He's a very tough opponent, but I still edge towards Rocky. I feel like he's got the demeanor, and he has that aggressiveness. I even think he might even get the stoppage. He also got the footage off of Lara versus Lugo, so it might come a little easier for him as well.
Right, now that he has a style to kind of...
Yeah, he has exactly.
Now, another big fighter that just got announced, actually, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He's a newfound Mexican champion. You just kind of want to speak on that and what it means to you guys as Mexican?
No, man, it means the world. Having Mexican champions coming, like Canelo started a big trend, brought it back. Like Grace has Julio Cesar Chavez, Juan Manuel Marquez, but now we have a bunch of them. We have David Benavidez, Pitbull, but like you said, Pitbull, man, he has the Mexican style in him. Like he's always coming forward. He's always giving the fans what they want, and it's great to have a fighter like him to represent us as La Raza.
Any of those Diego Pacheco techniques that you could apply on your fights yourself?
No, most definitely. There's a lot of things I learned from Diego on a daily basis. The way he turns his punches, his defense. He's an overall amazing boxer.
Now, obviously, it's another huge fight for Mexican boxing. Cinco de Mayo weekend, Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. Who do you expect in that fight?
I've always been a Canelo fan, so I gotta go with Canelo. But you never know with Jaime Munguia. He has the youth, he has the power, he has the conditioning. But man, I'll never bet against Canelo. Canelo, he always finds a way.
Now, May 11th, I can sit back to your fight. Obviously, like you said, you only got 1 knockout so far, but you're that all-action kind of fighter looking for the knockout. Is that what you're expecting in this fight coming up?
No, most definitely. I've also been working in the gym this camp. I've always been working on setting my punch because my first fight I could have sat way more, but I've gotten way better at that. But now it just takes more determination. You get me? I gotta show that dog more in me, and I'm looking forward to showing it this May 9th, May 11th. My bad.
Now, 2 guys that used to be at 135 actually now at 140. They're fighting. a couple of weeks here, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Just kind of want to speak on that, just being that it was your weight class at the time.
Yeah, no, maybe in the near future I could get a fight done with one of them, but I see Devin Haney putting off that fight. He's just to me, he's the most skilled boxer in that weight class. He's one of the most skilled boxers in boxing, period. His IQ, his technique, he's just overall great boxer.
And speaking of boxing, you obviously have like a pretty good boxing mind and mentality. Obviously, the fans would love to know where to follow you. Just kind of want to put out your social media,
yes, sir,
just so we can know to follow you and how to keep up with you.
All my social media platforms are CBAZALDUA04. It's Bazaldua04. You guys can all follow me all there on all social media platforms.
Last question, Flaco. Who are you fighting on May the 11th?
Wow, I don't know his name, but it's a big step up. I'm gonna fight a 6-0 opponent, okay. So it's gonna be 2 undefeated boxers that are putting on a test. But I'm always looking forward to the test. So I'm looking forward to this fight, and better opposition always brings out the best of me. So I'm looking forward to this next upcoming fight.
A tougher fight altogether, yes, for you on May the 11th.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
The harder, the better.